Howdy folks, how are you doing today? Welcome to this little world where we play. Together you and I will make great things. This is the Tekkit Legends Let's Play. Hey! And it's the final season. Howdy. I hope you enjoyed that musical intro. I made it up on the spot and I will never do it again. It was embarrassing. I am ashamed. Literally tens of people on the internet will hear that over the course of this video's lifetime. And oh, the shame. Thinking about changing my name. And I get a bit downhearted every time that, well, anyway, let's go ahead and continue today with, check this out, folks. This is amazing. So I did a little bit more reading in the wiki to prepare for, by the way, we're doing some more stuff from QuiverBow. Great mod. Look at this. Look at this super simple Minecraft rocket recipe. Look at that. Now, where was that recipe earlier when I searched for rockets? Where was that at? Look at this. We got that, and this, and that, and this. Nowhere to be found is this recipe. This changes everything. Of course, it still doesn't have an EMC value, because I don't know why. You could just add the value of string and gunpowder together and you would get the value of fireworks, but that's fine. And of course, now that makes it infinitely easier to just do this and get a ton of these guys. And I left a ton of these guys back at the main base because I didn't think about it. But the reason we're building them is because today, I don't know why I tabbed out. Today, I can literally open my inventory, move over to the other screen, scroll down a bit. Okay, here's an interesting one. We're going to be building a dragon box, which has a crank in it. So it's a lot like a previously built device. The dragon, what was it, mortar? It's kind of like that, except for, well, you'll see. Let's just go ahead and build the darn thing and see where that gets us. So, we're going to need some iron. Okay, great deal. We're going to need some sticks. Oh, dearie dear, we're going to need some sticks. We are going to need, we've already got some string, so we just need a flint and steel. And today, the goal is to keep the inventory from getting cluttered again, because it got really cluttered last time. Now, I'm looking at it. Do I see it? Is that it right there? Fireworks rocket launcher, dragon mortar. What's a fireworks rocket launcher? Does it just launch a firework? Oh, hold the phone then. We might, I'm sure, I'm kind of going through these in the order they're presented on the wiki. But no, hold on, I've got some iron. What am I missing here? What goes into the four-headed dragon bot? What? What is, am I getting ahead of myself? Should I be looking at this? Should I be, we need another flint and steel, and we need some planks. We'll grab another one of these, then flint and steel, because this is a super simple recipe. I just did that, didn't I? Planks. Okay. And let's open this up. This, I mean, I was kind of hoping these would go in order of, like, ease to build, and obviously this one requires a bit more. Wow. Okay, so super simple recipe. You could build this very early game, and then assuming you can get a rocket, which if you can get some paper and you can get some gunpowder, apparently you can get a rocket. And you can have a rocket, and you can have a rocket. We all want a rocket. We're all going to get one. So I'm guessing it loads like so. Maybe not. Maybe. How do you load this thing? Do you use like 8 of them? Do you pop it in there? Do you have to use, let's say, one of these? I don't even know how to, I don't know what to do with it. The fuse is way too short. The rocket has a 1-second fuse. Explosion within a 4. How do I load a rocket? I've got a firework rocket. How to load rocket? Is there a secret to this? I don't understand. I don't understand at all. Uses. Okay, so you actually have to build, ooh, that's not a good recipe. So you actually have to build in all the different elements. Well, okay, TNT looks like the only one we're missing. Maybe a TNT and a bit more paper. So paper, and we're only gonna build one of these because I don't see any reason to build more than one of them. It's a bit of a peculiar one though, isn't it? We gotta work this one out here. We've got to figure out what's up with this. So, there we go. There it is with the right. So there, and then you build the rocket into the. We're gonna need another piece of paper. Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely early game. You could totally build this early on, but I don't know if you're gonna want to, because this is a lot of effort just to get this one device. Does it have an EMC value? It does. So I suppose you could teach this to the, look at that, and then shoot it. Let's get in here with a test subject. We'll see how effective this guy is. I know nothing about this. I don't have it. I'm sure it's on the wiki. I just saw it and thought, hey, good gosh. boy, it packs quite a punch there. It holds nothing back. Okay, well, we can toss it in there, and we can get another one if we wanted to, because how much of the value does it have? Where is it? Rockets. So it costs by itself. Ooh, yeah, that's no, hold on. 796, and then a fully loaded one is, whoa, okay, over 1,000 EMC more. Does this actually do damage to the ground? Yes, it does. Wow. Okay, well, that's one that we weren't even meant to be looking at right now. We've got way off topic there, and we just, it's kind of cool, though, because it does, okay, well, I'm glad we built it. It's a bit impractical. I'm sure there's an upgraded version we'll get to later. As of right now, though, we are here to build the, I don't even remember anymore, the dragon box. The first one. That's the recipe for the dragon box. It's kind of similar to a bow, but it's not a bow. Also, the recipes are still heckling me here a bit. So we'll have to do this manually, which I'm completely 100% not okay with. I'm not happy about this. That's a bit ridiculous. All right, so we've got our we've got our dragon box, and I reckon we probably just load it up with some bundles. Some bundles, and you can just keep going. Okay, great. It will hold a total of 64 bundles, and I think that this one may well be automatic. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and place down some dirt. We're going to, where'd the button go? Did I destroy the button? Oh no, I wonder if I also destroyed the redstone underneath. Okay, we're going to need a new button. Ah, great. Well, here's hoping we didn't Shrek things up terribly. No, okay, good. Dragon box? Right. It looks like it's shooting them one at a time. So one rocket at a time. Pretty good deal. Let's test it on some nice innocent animals over here. Ooh, they have quite a drop. Yeah, they don't make it very far. So it's not good for distances. It's a bit hard to aim with. Come on, die already. I guess if you've got a lot of enemies up ahead of you, might be a little bit more worth your while. Now, the big upgrade to this one is you build 4 of them, add in some pistons and a tripwire hook, so naturally, we're gonna do it. Now, I wonder if I can use one here that I've already got loaded up in the recipe, or if that will make a difference. I guess the only way to find out is to, of course, load it up myself. So we've got these 3, and then we've got 2 standard pistons, 2 sticky pistons, and the tripwire hook, and it does not look like you can use a dragon box. Oh, shame. I should have gone ahead and grabbed an extra one anyway, so that we wouldn't have to be jumping back here to, oh, for shame. Alright, there we go. 4-headed dragon box. Looks like we're going to have to build a few more bundles, though, so we'll grab some... Wait a second. Here's something I haven't tried. If I put this in here, can I get my ammo back out? No, of course you can't. Why would that be a thing? That's not a thing. Now, I'm going to go ahead and make 8 more of these, but we're not going to load all 8 of them into here. Probably just 1. This will shoot 4, I think. 4 to 6 per rocket is the damage dealt. I think it'll shoot 4 rockets, though. And I guess probably, again, the best place to test this will be in the testing facility with some test subjects. We'll get a few of them, though. I don't think 2. I don't think 4. 6 might be. You know what? We'll go with 8. Alrighty, guys. Boom. Wow, I just got knocked out of there. It has quite a punch to it, and it looks like, yeah, that completely emptied it. So, with a rocket bundle that's 8 rockets, you get 2 shots. Which is pretty devastating. Of course, you could just use a Morning Star, assuming you have the EMC. Now, I skipped on the wiki, sort of the next stage of production. I've gone down, I found our rocket launcher, which shoots something called a big rocket. That's why it has such an explosion. I've decided that we're going to go ahead and we're going to bypass everything else to build the improved version of the rocket launcher. So the improved, it can fire pre-made rockets without losing any effectiveness. Pretty nifty. And I think that the improved, I think it's built up off of the original. Yeah, using obsidian and iron. So if you already have an original, which we do, should be right in here, our big rocket, firework rocket launcher. Darn thing is awesome. Also going to need some obsidian, and we'll just grab a stack of it, as well as a stack of iron, even though we don't need that much. What is it hurting, really? Like, in the long run, what are we losing? So we'll add these down here. A couple of these, and a couple of those. Boom. And of course, as always, it has an EMC value. Now, we're going to stay over here because we have to build a big rocket to use this thing. And the big rocket is built, looks like using improved rocket launch. Yeah, okay. Paper. Oh, does it have any? Oh, it does have an EMC value. Yes. String, paper, TNT, wood. Okay, pretty basic. String. Ah, that's what I do. I do it every time too. I miss that R. So string, paper, TNT, and a few some planks. Combined together, we get 10 of those. Teach them to the system. We must teach them to the system. Now, do we have to load them up along... the inventory's gotten confusing again. Now, do we have to load them up? We do have to manually load them, but we should see the exact same level of devastation from this guy that we saw from the other one. Who we got over here? Oh, we got a nice little group of guys right here. Come back together, guys. Everybody come together. Come together right now. Then go away. Oh, amazing. Now, I'm assuming there has to be another version that maybe will add... Oh, no, actually, I don't think there is. I think that's it. I was hoping for one that would automatically load maybe like a big rocket bundle, but I think that's it. And honestly, when you're dealing with that much power, I think it's okay that that's all you get. Because, I mean... just, come on, guys. Let's make a demo. And it's fun to use. How can you not have fun doing that? It's pretty good. You gotta admit. Alright, we've had our fun with those guys. So next up, we're going to look at a melee weapon. This is called a powder knuckle. So it explodes when you punch something. Very standard recipe. Again, this is one you're going to want to look at early game. Probably shouldn't be building it right now. If we've waited a bit too long, would have been cool to have this before. But some of these things do require quite a bit of ammo to be effective. So they might not be the best alternative early game. But again, if you have EMC and you have a lot of items that you're not using, they're pretty good. So iron, a bit of leather, and then a stick. Now on their own, not a whole lot. But as you can see, you can fill it with gunpowder. That's what makes it explosive. So we're going to get a stack of the stuff. Way more than we need because I think it'll only hold 8. Yeah, it has a max hold of 8. Damage 19. So a single punch from this. Explosion radius with 1.5 on hit. Punch to attack mobs. Use it to attack terrain. Craft with up to 8 gunpowder to reload. Not safe for use. No, of course it's not. Also, it's either this version or the improved version has like a silk touch effect, but let's give this a try. Wow. Okay, so maybe it's not as good as like a proper weapon. I don't know though. That is satisfying. That is satisfying in a way not a whole lot of swords are. Boom. Oh man. What if this does like multiple, if we have multiple mobs around and we punch them? Okay, well it's getting hard to test when you've got creepers around, but if we got, okay, you two, and then we punch. Yeah, it did do damage to this one. Didn't kill him, but it did do damage. Oh, that's just fantastic. That's just a good time. Oh man, their lifeless husks just fly into the sky on fire. Oh man. So if we take a bit of obsidian, we take a couple of chunks of iron, by which I mean little bars, we get this version here. Explodes with radius, mining is 3x3 on use. It has silk touch. Very useful. Not going to demonstrate it because what's the point, but we've got one now, and now you know. Next up, we're going to look at the Flint Duster, a peculiar recipe here that essentially fires flints. Now, that might not sound like a whole lot of fun, but basically, this is essentially a ranged mining tool, which is pretty nifty. So we're going to build it. We're going to need some quartz, your various pistons, all these different things. We'll see if I can't remember them and actually get them out of here. Ah, lovely sunrise. Great. Well, that's going to kill all of my monsters that I've been playing with, which I'm kind of okay with. So we'll get our Flint Duster. We will grab some... I guess we just surround it with flint. Hold a second. What's this? A box of flint dust? Oh, that's a pretty good deal. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab our flint. I think we probably have none. Good. Grab our flint. We will grab a single plank because I don't think we'll grab a stack of them. Why not? And using our little recipe dude here. Recipe dude? What does that even mean? Okay, great. That has an EMC value. So we'll go ahead and we'll teach both of these to the system. And we'll get a stack of those because it looks like a stack equals 16. And I'm assuming we just kind of place it there, surround it with the box of flint, get a fully loaded one. And then, like I said, I don't know if this will do damage to monsters. I suppose we could try, though. Hey, buddy. Hey! but not enough to be of any use at all to anyone ever. But I think if we shoot it at grass, it'll take out little bits of it. And the key here is that it is a ranged device. So we could set ourselves down here and look at that. And I don't know if it works on ores. I think it doesn't work on some ores. Yeah, you see that didn't work. But it definitely works on... Yeah, look at that. You can... So, I mean, what the fudge is happening right now? Stop it. Stop it. Get me out of here. Okay, evil cave. Don't go to the evil cave. It's right over there. Avoid it at all costs. Good grief. So what are we supposed to do with this? What are we meant to be doing with this? How many shots does this have? I guess it's useful if you just want to, like, precision blast things from a distance. I don't know, though. If you're wondering, I don't think it has any, like, older siblings, so there's no upgrading you can do to it. If we take a look at uses, it just shows you, hey, you can add a box of flint. So I didn't have to add 8, but it did. And now I'm stuck with it. No, I'm not, because it has an EMC value. Well, there you go. Check it out. Now, you folks may remember in the last episode we built the Ender Bow, and I said, hey, occasionally looking through this will cause you to go crazy. I was wrong. That's actually the Ender Rifle, which we're going to be looking at next. I think we have most of the things we need to build it. The only missing ingredient is going to be some Ender Eyes. Excellent. Now, this thing, let's see, what does it shoot? I don't even know what it uses for ammo. I guess if we build it, we will find out. We can just check uses. So let's see, Ender Rifle. There's 2 different variants. The Burnt Out Ender Rifle Accelerator. What is that? What does that even mean? Burnt out? Maybe it just shoots things magically. Maybe it's one of those types, and then it burns out. Awesome. Well, we'll get one, and we'll figure this out as we go. Fortunately, again, EMC value. Boom. It does look like it has to be loaded with something. Maybe Eyes of Ender are upon you. Fastest way to find this out is to just check uses. Holy, what? Oh, right, that gives us the frost launcher. That, oh, okay, it shoots metal. That's gonna get a bit pricey. So that's about the price of a gold bar there. But look at that, we've got an Ender Rifle. And what are the advantages? I don't know. Ooh. How does one go about looking through the scope? Is that it, like that? Huh. Yeah, so apparently, the test subjects using the rifle have reported increased headaches, vision of doom, and white noise when staring through it for prolonged amounts of time. So it looks like you just shift. We're zoomed in. I don't hear any white noise. I'm not getting any visions of doom. Boom. Ugh, the aim is not... it's not good. It's got quite a bit of drop off. You're gonna have to take a couple test shots and really get a feel for it. There we go. Pretty cool though. I'm not experiencing any doom and gloom. If you are, however, for whatever reason, suffering from any sort of weird situations, you can upgrade it to the Frost. Is it Frost Launcher? I think it is. Yes, it is indeed. Which will require some nether quartz and some other items we already have. And we'll just go ahead and grab that now. Oh, by the way, don't tell Ralph this, but I did go ahead and not duplicate, but I set the nether cube here so we could have some in our system. I made a few copies. He tested them. They either crumbled apart or exploded. So duplicated nether cubes, not as good as the real things, but if we ever need them for anything, we've at least got one copy here, or a few copies, but hopefully we won't need them for anything. Ralph, however, he wasn't pleased. I don't know why I said don't tell him. I already told you just now that I told him. We're going to have to completely empty this guy out, though, before we use it. Excellent. There we go. Situation dealt with. Boom. Never boom. Never the boom you want to have. It's okay, though. There is our frost launcher, and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use just iron with this device. We have to create these cold iron clips, which use 4 iron, some ice, and some slime balls. Now, I don't even know if I have ice. I don't even know how to get ice. Ice. How doth thy get ice? There's a packed snow and a compressor. Okay, well, we're gonna have to go home for this one. And by home, I mean back to Alpha Base. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da! I think I could go get ice out of the river, too. I believe it is still frozen. This'll work, though. Where's my speed upgrade? My singular speed upgrade. Good grief. There we go. There we go. Cold iron clip. Great. And of course we can teach that to the system. Get a whole lot more later if we need to. For right now, can we just load up one and see how it does? Yes, we can. Back we go. Through the wild blue yonder. Whoa, it was actually blue. And we ended up yonder. Look at that. Sometimes things just work out perfectly. We'll go ahead and open this back up. This might not be the best test situation because, of course, they're going to be right in front of us. But whoa. So if you wait, that ticking sound, is it reloading? Great. Wow. Good grief. That was fantastic. What was the ammo called again, though? An ice clip. Let's check out how good it does at a distance, because if I'm not mistaken, I think it's stronger but slower, I think is how this works. So let's give it a try. Again, quite a bit of drop. Ah, there we go at long last. Well, that, my folks, is quite impressive. The loot is gone, though. We've lost the loot. Die, pig, die! Whoa, it's got such a knockback on it. Oh, awesome. Folks, I'm just kind of glancing over here at the wiki, and there are so many other things in this mod. It is incredible the amount of different weapons they have. Here's what I recommend you do. Go ahead and do @QuiverBow, and I think @Quiver should do you just fine, but @QuiverBow. Oh, that's odd. You can see we've got a page and a half of different weapons you can build. So many different things. A lightning red. I don't even understand. Punches through up to 5 targets. Lightning strike on. Whoa, that sounds amazing. There's so many things here. I can't possibly go through all of them. It's going to require a ton of videos. We might be. Remember, we're going for 100 episodes of this series. I don't want to do every other episode. Is a little glance at this mod. If you folks want to see that, comment down below. Let me know. I think for right now, though, there's one more thing I want to show you from the mod. We'll do one more episode on it, and then after that, I'll let you folks go ahead and explore the mod yourself and take a look at all the cool things, because otherwise, we're going to be doing mostly half of our videos moving forward will be this mod pack. And there's some other things I want to look at before we are done with Tekkit Legends. So, let me know down below if you want to see everything. If not, be polite and simply say, no, Cub, I'm interested in having videos about other topics, because we will. We will have videos on other topics. It's still going to be like an every other day situation. But, you know, if you don't want to see this every other day, I think I know what the opinion's going to be. It's going to be about 2 people like, yeah, no, I love it. And then everyone else is just going to be like, bleh. But whatever, make your voices heard. Comment down below. Until next time, God bless y'all. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye. Welcome back to Minecraft Weekly. We're getting much closer to the release of the Minecraft Weekly mod pack, which I am very excited about. As you can see here, I have not done my proper sorting of items. Usually I kind of sort through the items a bit